Hey guys, welcome back. I'm working on the pinball a little bit more this afternoon. I got a little bit of time before I got to leave again. Trying to get it working, and then I'm probably just going to take it down into the basement and do the playfield touch-ups and stuff down there. And then this will be down there when I do the Playboy, and then I can just use this as a reference point. Because I can't keep it in the shop. I don't want to put it in the back building. So I got some information from some people, which is awesome. Some people sent me some messages on YouTube. My buddy Greg called me this morning and gave me some advice on what to try and do. First thing I want to do is somebody sent me this on YouTube. But yeah, I need to get this out of here because I got to get the two Williams cabinets out here. So this has got to go in the basement, and then I can drag those out because I got to primer the Porsche. And once the Porsche is primered, I'll be working on the Williams cabinets this week with that hood, and I got to work on another car as well. But anyway, somebody sent me this, and this tells me the bank of 8 switches just above the chip that I was reseating. And it says, 1, 2 up, 3, 4 down, 5 up, 6 down, 7 down, 8 up. So we're going to do those first just to see if it is possibly in the wrong mode. You know what I mean? The board's not set for this game possibly. That's what I was saying last night. And that could be maybe why the solenoids and stuff were not going in the right order. Now, if that's not the case, I did get the pin out for this. I do need to check those wires because a couple of those blue wires might not be right. And also I got a pin out for the solenoid driver board because chances are, my buddy Greg said that those pins and those connectors could be corroded and causing an issue as well. So let me look here. So we need to do 1 and 2 up. Three and 4 down. 5 up. 6 down. 7 down, 8 up. So they were definitely not in the right sequence as to what I was sent here. Whether or not that's going to make a difference, I don't know. But we're going to find out here as soon as I turn my flashlight off. Let's see if that does anything different. And somebody else said that I had 3. It shouldn't be displaying 3, it should only be displaying 2 numbers. I don't know. I like I said, I have no idea. Yeah, no difference. So that's clearly not it. But gotta try it, you never know. So next thing is I need to start checking the wires that I put on yesterday on that connector. I could have possibly put them in the wrong order because I cut the cord, or I cut the connector so short that I was having a hard time reading the stripes on the wire. So, pause this for a second. Okay, so I got this right here, and this tells me pin number 1, and then it has a 1, 5 after it. So pin 1, 1, 5. So 1 would be red, 5 would be white, red and white. Yes, that is correct. So pin 1 is right. Pin 2, 7, 8, which is orange and black. That is correct. Pin 3, 21, blue and red. That is correct. Pin 4, 23, which is blue and yellow. That's correct. Pin 5, 36, yellow and white. Kind of looks like a yellow and tan, but could be white. I don't know. We'll skip that one. We'll come back to it. 36. Let me just double check. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Yellow and brown. That is correct. Okay. Pin 6 is 27, which is blue and orange. That's backwards. And then pin 7 is 25, which is blue and white. So I have the blue and white and the blue and orange backwards. So let's swap those two first. And that's where I was saying last night, it was a 50-50 shot if I was going to get it correct or not. Because I cut the wires too short and didn't pay attention. See if I can maybe get these out without ruining them. Probably not. All right, those are switched. Let's go on to the next. After blue and white. 27, is that what it was? No, 25 was blue and white. So then next one is pin 8, which is 57, which is white and orange. White and orange? Am I reading that wrong? 57. No, white and orange. I don't have a white and orange. I have yellow and red. Let's see what happens after I skip that one, because the next one is not used. Pin 10 is 61, which is brown and red, and I have that correct. Then it skips another pin, and then after that, 14, which is red and green, and that is correct. So I just wonder if that yellow and red, I don't understand that. Let me think here. Maybe I think there was another one that was messed up too, I thought. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pin 5. Pin 5 is 36. Yellow and brown, and that's correct. Okay, so pin 8, 57. White and orange. It's yellow and red. There is no white and orange. So I don't know what the deal is with that. There's no white and orange in any of these. So I don't know. I don't know that those two wires switching is going to do anything. I highly doubt it. Maybe. I mean, doubtful, but maybe. After that, we're going to look at the other connector on the solenoid driver board. That's going to be my next thing to try. But I don't know, somebody had said something about only should start with 2 digits on all the displays. I don't know why there's 3. I don't know what the reasoning is with that either. And why does that one say 20? I don't know what that means either. Nope. Okay, so clearly that didn't do anything. I didn't think it was going to. Get my handy dandy sander here to hold the door open again. All right, so I gotta look at my instructions here. Pause it again. I don't know if he told me on the phone or if he texted me what to which connector it was. Bottom left on the CPU, no. I think it was the white connector. Definitely look a little corroded. I don't know if these are the right ones or not. I wonder if I lift the playfield up, will the same wire color go to the solenoids? I would think so. Red and black is one of them. Let's just look. I gotta tweak whatever's going on with this thing. Okay, so we have those are yellows. Okay, so we have orange and red to this one. Orange and black to that one. Yep, okay, that's the right one. How do I know? I'm gonna have to look at the schematic to see if those pins are in the right location on that connector, to be honest with you. And I think it is in the manual. I do have a Playboy manual, which is identical wiring. Stupid internet's not working good out here. Come on. So this one is a solid black wire. This one is a black and white stripe. I think the yellows are my grounds. Yes. Okay, so oh, stupid internet. Two things I found out. I was messing with the wrong dip switches. It's not these ones, it's these ones up here. I did that, and then two numbers are on the display rather than three. But then I was screwing with some other stuff and realized I found another whole plug with every pin is completely green. Off camera, I'm gonna go ahead and repin this. I'm gonna use the same plastic housing. Just take one wire out at a time, cut it, put a new end on it, and stick it back in. I'll do that, and then I'll come back. I went in the house and grabbed a new connector because I went to pull the first pin out and it shattered the connector. And these things are green. Look at that. So what happened was the game quit working. Chances are, because the plugs are all corroded, and there's probably battery acid or damage on the MPU. So they bought a new MPU, plugged it in, and was like, why is it not working? Because all the plug ends are completely trashed. So I'm gonna sit here and put a new plug end, and you can see where it cracked right there. It's so corroded that the pin doesn't even want to come out. Okay, that is repinned. Now we got to plug it all back in and see what happens. Hopefully something. I was messing with that, and all the displays went out earlier before I repinned it, so hopefully it's okay now. All plugged in. I am all plugged in. Turn it on. Come on, work. Beautiful. We have two numbers. Will the credit button work? Credit button's working now. It wasn't working before. It would work and not work. So let's see if we have anything going with pop bumpers. That one's still not doing anything. Nothing. We're still wrong. Still wrong. That makes me think that more wires are corroded, or the pinout's wrong. Greg this morning told me that the what's the bigger pins? 156 is the bigger ones, and 100, 0.100 is the smaller ones. I always get that confused. Yeah, I think the 100s are the smallers and the 156s are the biggers. He said the 156s are usually fine. It's the smaller ones that cause an issue. But we now have 2 digits per score thing, which is good. It did coin up without a problem this time. So let's look further into more connectors. I mean, I'm gonna frickin' redo every connector on here, maybe. I don't know. Let's see what, I forget which one he told me to do on the solenoid board. I want to say it's J3. And this is J3 over here. So is this the same wires? Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I should call them real quick. They don't look the greatest. They really don't. Probably should just repin this one too. I ordered more pins last night and connectors because I'm gonna run out of the smaller pins. I have quite a bit still, but I mean, if I have to keep repinning everything, I'm gonna probably call him real quick and ask him. You know what? Like he said this morning, like Joe from Joe's Classic Arcade says, power supply, power supply, power supply. He said Bally pinball. Greg said Bally pinball. Wire connectors, wire connectors, wire connectors. Apparently they're famous for turning to shit. So I'm just gonna take my gut instinct and repin these two guys here. And I don't know about this one. See, this one actually looks really clean, but and the pins look like they're pretty good still. They're not like bent flat or anything like that I can see. Those look pretty good. So let me do these two off camera, knock out those two, and I'll come back and we'll give it a shot again and see what happens. That's all we can do, is a little bit at a time. Okay, I just got pinned both of these connectors, so let's put these on. I was an idiot yesterday and looked at the schematic real close and didn't realize that all the colors are on here, the charts down here. I just didn't pay attention yesterday. So that's the Playboy one, which is identical wiring. So I already plugged J4 back in. I'm going to plug J3 in. Maybe. Okay. I'm just going to leave stuff that doesn't really matter right now. All right, let's turn it on and see if anything happens. Nothing's happening. The light's on. One plug wasn't seated all the way, I think. There we go. Okay, so now that's just the stupid solder joints, I think. That's... Stay on, stay on. Okay. Still doing it. Something has got to be backwards. And that's what I thought from the beginning. It's just something is not correct. So on the regulator driver board, solenoid driver board, let's see what colors are what. I don't know what connector that is. It's that bottom connector. J2, J1, J3, J4, J5. J5. Okay, J5. Let's go all the way down to 15. 15 would be left slingshot, 85. Black and white. Correct. 14, right slingshot, 83. Black and yellow, which is correct. Next to that, we have a black wire. Let's see what that one is. Drop target reset, 80. Yep, black. Okay, next to that, we have, looks like a orange and white. And that would be left bumper, 7.5, orange and white. Okay, they're all in the right order. Right bumper is 7.8, orange and black. Yep. Then next to that we have like orange and brown, which would be kickback, 7.4. On the kickback, which is orange and green. Yeah, I guess that's green. And then there's a space. Oh wait, no, then there's an orange and red, which would be bottom bumper, 7.1. Orange and red. Yep, they're in the right spot. Just don't know yet. Nothing looks fried on the solenoid driver board. I don't know, these pins don't look the greatest either. No, they don't look bad. Could the settings still be wrong on this? I don't know. I will have to look at it when I get back. The good thing is that we're getting all nice solid connectors, which need to be done regardless. Just kind of stumped on this one. I'm gonna look at one last thing real quick before I head out. Is there by some dumb chance that the playfield has been screwed with? Maybe somebody had it apart and put the solenoids back in the wrong spot. I don't know that the wires would be long enough to do that, but that doesn't mean got screws up here. this real quick and I gotta go. So left sling is 85, which is black and white. So left sling is right here, which is black and white. Right sling, 83, black and yellow. I only see black on that one. Let's do the bottom bumper, which would be the center one. 7-1, orange and red would be on this one. And that's correct. Right bumper, 7-8, orange and black. That's correct. Left bumper, 7-5, orange and white. That is correct. The kickback, 7-4, orange and green. That looks right. Drop target reset, 83, black and yellow. Yep. So the right slingshot is 83, black and yellow. I don't know, it just looks straight black to me. There was a straight black one on here, I thought. 80. Drop target reset, which is black. I swear this is just black, guys. There's no yellow on this. And this is supposed to have yellow. There. So then if that's the drop target reset black, then the right slingshot 83 should be black and yellow. Black and yellow is going down to here. How is that even possible? How did they even do, how is that? I mean, it all looks originally zip tied together. I don't know. Well, I'll have to figure it out when I get back. Okay, so I got an idea. Let's try this. Let's do some continuity testing, okay? Let's just see if in fact that black wire goes to the wrong spot in there. I'm not sure that it's going to, but it doesn't hurt to see. At least then we could rule that out. So I'm gonna grab my multimeter here. stick my probe wire into not very loud. What the hell's wrong with this thing? I can hear it, it's just very faint. No idea. So I'm going to take my probe, stick it in the black wire, and then we'll hit the other side up here, see if I hear it. Yes. Okay. So this black wire here, all right, so that is going to be the right slingshot. Is that what it says? Yeah, right slingshot 83. 83 is supposed to be black and yellow. Okay, so that's wrong. Why? I don't know. I truly don't know. So I have my probe in, well, let me see here. My probe is in position 13. I guess I should look at it that way. Maybe it is right. So position 13 on J5 is supposed to be drop target. Right sling should be in 14. And in 14, there's black and yellow, and I'll bet you that goes over to the drop target reset. It does. Okay, so that means that 13 and 14 are backwards. So 13 and 14 are backwards. It's going to be easier for me to switch them on the plug than to try to mess with all the wires. Why it's like that, I don't know. But we're definitely backwards on that. So let's see here. Left bumper is 12. $75. Orange and white. So that should be left bumper. That's correct. Then right bumper is going to be pin number 11. That is correct as well. Kickback, pin 10. What the hell? Well, that's not right. So they have a orange and black coming to this one and to this one at the same time. Okay, we have an issue. Is I have my probe in a orange and black wire, okay? And while it's in an orange and black wire, it is beeping no matter which solenoid I touch. I don't think that's supposed to do that. So why is it doing that? That's definitely something weird. Stick it on the straight black one again. Yeah, it's doing it on every one. Something's crossed, something is messed up. Okay, I just got off the phone talking to Greg, and either it's more likely a solenoid driver board is messed up, because I'm getting continuity through all of it. It's like something is, how do I put it? I don't know. It's like multiple things are touching and they shouldn't be. He thinks it's probably one of these chips here. So let's take a ground wire and double check and see if I ground the transistors, if we get the pop bumpers and everything to work. I don't know if they all work yet, because obviously some of them don't work in gameplay. So let's just start touching these and see if it does anything. That one doesn't do anything. Okay, that's the gate down there. That's clicking something on a board. Okay, that's the right pop bumper, which was never working in gameplay. That's the left pop bumper. It's the right slingshot. That's the reset for the drop targets. That's the left slingshot, which was not working in gameplay. That's the front pop bumper, the center one. And then there's my kick out hole. Okay, so all the transistors are good. All the solenoids are good. So there's a problem in that board. There's no point in me going any farther. He has this identical game right now at a shop. I'm going to take those boards there tomorrow after I get done with work, and we're going to plug them into his and see what happens. Hopefully the MPU is not screwed up. You know, when I fixed the wires on that power supply over there, yesterday's video, he had everything in, you know, everything was messed up. He could have fried something on one of those two boards. I don't know. But we're going to figure it out. Hopefully he's right, and it's just one of these guys here. He thinks he has some of those at his shop. I think once, if it is this board, and once this board's fixed, we should be good. Other than the displays and stuff, I need to resolder those. Not a big deal. That's like the least of my worries. I just want to physically see that this thing works. Obviously, there's a bunch of burned out bulbs and dumb stuff like that, but not a big deal. I'm not worried about any of that, but I want to see, I do have one wire not on a bulb under the play field, and I want to see if it is this one that it's missing the wire or not. because that one's not flashing. It's over in that area somewhere. That's why I want to look at it and see. I'll bet you that's it. If that's it, I'll probably just solder it back on now real quick so I don't have to mess with it. Well, it could be it. The bulb is probably burned out. I'm gonna turn it off. I don't need to ground out something and screw something else up in the process. Come out, bulb. Oh my God. Can't tell. Let me go grab it, see if I have a bulb out here or not. Not even pointing in the right direction. Okay, I'm gonna end this video for tonight. I'm gonna take those two top boards out and bring them to him tomorrow, and we'll figure out what's going on. Let's check one last thing before I quit. Let's check the switches on the board to make sure everything works. So we got a 1,000 point here. Works. 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 Hold on one second. Works. Works. I don't think the gate works unless it's the solenoid moves it. Rollovers here. They all work. That one's just dirty. Works. 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 All those work. Try these. A couple finicky ones, but they all work. So that works. Oh, we got these over here. All those work. So I think all the switches are working on the board. Obviously they need cleaned, but they all work. So we figure out that solenoid driver board, I think will be in business. Get this thing in the basement. I'm probably just gonna take it in the basement tomorrow when I get home from work, because I got to primer that car and I got to move those Williams games out into the shop here, basically probably right here where this is sitting. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. So if we get that fixed, if we get that fixed and everything works, I need to reflow the solder on the displays, and I'll probably tear the playfield down in the basement, clean it with a magic eraser extremely well, do some paint touch-ups, and we'll do like Joe does on Joe's Classic Arcade. We'll use a spray can of clear, and we'll go over the areas that we touched up, and then we'll just wax the crap out of this thing and put it back together with all new lights. There's a bunch of bulbs that are out here and there, but we'll just get this thing all put back together right away, and just clean it up real nice and just leave it down there for now until I get a chance to get the Playboy. I'm not in any huge hurry to get the Playboy. I need to do the playfield before I even think. Actually, I need to get the cabinet painted so I can get it out of the spray booth and get it into the basement, and then I'll do the playfield. And once I have the playfield all touched up and ready to go, and then I can populate the playfield and then work on making the wiring harness. And at that point, I'll take the wiring harness out of here and do that. For the most part, in my head now, I know how everything's routed just by looking at it and messing with it for the past night and a half. So it should work out good. And I don't know how long this game's going to hang around. Yeah, eventually we'll sell it for sure. I just don't know. I don't know. I don't know when I'm going to get the Playboy. If I don't get the Playboy for 4 months, well, obviously I'm still going to have this in 4 months because I'm not going to make the harness until I'm ready for the harness. I think that's probably the smarter thing to do. I'm also making Greg a harness for the cabinet part down here. And I don't think he's going to be ready for it for a couple months either because he has so much work that he just doesn't have time for it. So I'm going to pop these 2 boards out, end this video. Hopefully tomorrow we'll start doing something on the Williams cabinets. I've got a lot of car stuff I have to get done in the next couple weeks. So it's going to be tough. Oh, I missed a rollover. So thanks everybody for watching. Thanks for the suggestions. I appreciate it. Thanks to whoever sent me the suggestion on the dip switch. That did fix the 3-digit score when you turn the game on. It brought it down to 2 zeros rather than 3. So that was the issue with that. Hopefully the new MPU is fine and it's just the solenoid driver board. And it kind of seems like that's what it is. So hopefully that's what it is and get it straightened out and hopefully be back in business. So thanks everybody, I appreciate it. Any questions or comments, feel free to ask. I always respond to everybody's comments and I appreciate everybody helping me learn this new part of the hobby because as of a couple months ago, I knew nothing about pinball whatsoever. You know, maybe a few basic things. So thanks everybody and I'll see you guys tomorrow.